Morning. So today's a busy day. I got my camera together, or I'm getting there. And we're gonna do some diving. Right now, I'm all dressed up and ready. My camera's ready. My computer, my other camera. I'm gonna put it down there, and then I gotta take 4 of our guests down to another beach, to another boat, because they're going to Apple Island. We went to Apple Island yesterday on my boat. And today we only have 4 people, which is not worth going. Well, I mean, it is, but we actually only had 2, so the other 2 were last minute, so we share a boat with my friend's resort. So basically they have, if they don't have that many people, they go on our boat, or if we just have a couple people, we go on their boat. Anyways, they're going to Apple Island today, so we're just putting our guests and dive master with them. But I gotta take them down to that beach, the 4 people and dive master, and then come back here and we'll go out, do coastal dives, and try to film something. So I don't know what we're gonna film today. I want to find something different and cool, but I kind of get bogged down trying to find exotic and like new stuff, because even when I film something just like I see every day, you guys are like, whoa, that's awesome, I've never seen that. So it don't matter. There's so many things to charge. Dive computer, this camera, my other underwater 360. Jadea's coming today, so that she's gonna use the X5 Insta 360. Then I got this camera. I need 2 batteries for 2 dives, and then these 2 lights. It takes. I always forget something, so I bet one of these lights is half dead. Anyway, I gotta get to driving. I needed to charge this thing. I always forget one of them. I forgot to bring the camera, but I dropped the guys off at the other boat for Apo, the 4 divers and the dive master. And I came back, and there's like 24 divers for my trip. So I think I overloaded the boat. I thought there was gonna be 8. So I got another dive master. I think we have 5 now, but they all have cameras like me. They wanna go critter hunting. So that's good.
Yeah, I think he's still running a yeah.
Got everything? Judea.
That's it, Josh?
Alex.
Yeah.
Late as usual.
Yeah.
He was born late.
Yeah.
Probably gonna die late.
No. It's not late because that's Filipino time.
Filipino time.
They are here in the
So really, you're early.
Don't forget that.
So really, you're early.
Yeah, sorry. Because I was dropping some there at the
In Filipino time, you're early. In real world, you're late. Guess I'm the last one on the boat. You know I'm slow when Alex beat me on the boat.
Ala.
Gary!
Howdy.
That dive center is diving here, and we're going down the road. Oh, how cute! They're playing Titanic. we're gonna dive right here. We call this site Black Diamond because right there is an old resort that they started building and they were gonna name it Black Diamond. So whatever, that's what we call the dive site. San Miguel dive site's right next door, but we got some people that want to see reef, some people that want to see macro, so we go here, get in, and drift that way, and this one has both. So it's a pretty good site. I've seen some cool macro. There's all kinds of stuff, so yeah, let's get in the water.
You have to bring this one?
So are you seeing what I'm seeing? These guys are pretty hard to spot. It's a juvenile ornate ghost pipefish, which hasn't found its colors yet. Once it finds a permanent home, it'll morph into whatever color that home is, and so it can blend in perfectly. This guy's still transparent and having a hard time finding a real hiding spot. If you look closely, you're gonna see those skeleton shrimp in the background, and I bet you're gonna see that in pretty much all the clips on this video because they are all over in Darwin right now, if you look close enough. These little squat lobsters are pretty cool and I like to film them. There's a lot of different varieties of species of squat lobsters, and this one was just kind of hanging out in the sand on this little purple thing. They like to just chill and catch sediment out of the water column, or some of it sticks to their body and they pick it off and eat it. They make for good little subjects because they're one of those that are really not scared of the camera. Here's another squat lobster, a different species, a little bit more hairy, a little bit more red, and he was hanging out in this little sponge. If I look closely, there was actually like 10 or 15 of them all around in this big sponge. Sponges like this, just like most soft and hard coral, they really are home to lots of different species. These goby shrimp are all over Darwin, probably all over the Philippines, and they're pretty funny to watch. Most of them are pretty scared of the camera and the lights when they come on, and they'll just dart in their hole when you get too close. But this guy was really cooperating, so I figured I would film him. Of course, it's typical for the fish, the goby itself, to just kind of stand guard all day, while the little shrimp cleans the house. They're pretty fascinating to watch. All he does all day is make that hole bigger and more clean and spacious, just for the two of them. He also puts little hard pieces like shells or whatever on the outside, I guess making the doorway a little stronger. These guys are pretty funny, and you can see them all over Darwin in the sandy areas. There's different species of them. Sometimes I see black gobies or little white ones, but this one's probably the most common that I see. Have you seen the dance of the sexy shrimp?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
So this little shrimp was hanging out near these sea squirts, and I have no idea what it is. It's a new species to me. I put it on Facebook because I have a lot of marine biology friends and friends that do underwater photography, and a few of them said they think it's a sashimi shrimp with eggs. So you can really see how the dive site's just a barren looking area where most divers would really not want to come. But as you know from this video, there's just little critters and species and variety of stuff everywhere. And right now, I'm setting up the camera on a tripod because I found this guy. It's an adult ornate ghost pipefish. It's the same species as that little one that we seen at the beginning, but this one has developed its colors. That being said, I don't really see white ones like this very often. In fact, hardly ever. Usually they're black or green or whatever just to fit in and blend perfectly with their habitat, which is usually feathered sea stars and things like that. For whatever reason, this guy just turned white and he was very photogenic. When I zoom in, you can see his long snout, and he just kind of hovers face down, waiting for tiny, tiny little crustaceans or whatever that get too close that he can suck up. You can see how I kind of film these things. Basically, if it's too close, because I'm using a macro lens, I have to back up so I can get the whole body on camera or in the frame. This ghost pipefish was about 4 inches long, so it's pretty big for a macro lens. So I just have to back up, but also keep the lights close. And then that way I can kind of get the whole thing in the frame. Of course, this dive site is really silty and sandy, and it was hard to get a shot without a lot of backscatter. But there he is, and you can see all the backscatter and dust particles in the water between me and the fish. It's kind of hard doing wide angle here. And then nearby, we ran into these rough snout ghost pipefish. These things are amazing. To me, these are probably a little bit more rare than the ornates, which we see all over Darwin, and they are really unique and cool on their own. I love pipefish. There's so many varieties around the Philippines. These are ghost pipefish, of course, and even just them, there's 5 or 6 different species. Let's see what this guy found. So this is one of those long dragon nudies that you see around. And this dive site, not really other dive sites, but this particular dive site has a whole lot of these nudies. And you can see this one's laying eggs in his little ribbon right on a leaf. And then of course, there's another one just nearby, really long and beautiful looking. Nudibranchs are strange, and this one is a good example because this dive site has lots and lots of this one in particular. And it's a pretty big one. I mean, this guy right here is probably 6 inches long. But my point is, how come if I go one dive site over, like a 5-second boat ride, I'll see none of these? Or any other dive site in Darwin, I'll see none. But then I come to this one dive site on the same coastline with the same exact sandy topography, and there's loads of them. It just doesn't make sense. They can't migrate a few feet to the left. It's really mind-blowing, and it just gives me more questions, and it's kind of awesome. not only am I doing a little Easter egg hunt, little treasure hunt, searching for little critters and stuff out here on each dive, it's also a little bit of a mystery and just more questions than answers. You gotta love diving. That was a pretty awesome dive. You can see in the video where I'm just kind of laying in the sand filming stuff, and it looks like a really ugly dive site. I mean, if you're one of those dudes that just likes to go over a reef and look at dolphins or something, that'd be, you would wonder why you're there. But in reality, there's more species there than most of the world. So yeah, it was like a little treasure hunt, just searching every little nook and cranny. A little leaf has like 10 little critters on it. I love that stuff. Of course, we do have a lot of reef dive sites here, but I don't even care about it. I don't even go to Apple Island maybe once or twice a year, because dives like that, it's like I said, it's like an Easter hunt. You're just searching and searching, and there's something every few feet away. And then when you have all these dive masters with you, they're like, hey, come over here, come over here. There's a seahorse. I mean, the stuff I didn't film today was a lot. Anyway, now we're at the next dive site. It's at Talisai. I don't know, I think we went there in the last video, but it's a good one. There's the pizza place. Sometimes they bring pizza to the boat if we go to the beach. Anyways, this is called Talisai. There's my friend's boat, and it's kind of the same. There's a lot of little species here. We're just gonna go searching in the sand and the little rocks and rubble or whatever. There's always something cool. So I'm gonna try to film something that I didn't film on the first dive, because like on this dive, the last dive, I saw a lot of seahorses, billions of skeleton shrimp, like 200 leaf sheep. But if you saw my last video, they were in that video, so I didn't want to film the same stuff for this. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get something different on this dive site. The topography is a little bit different, but still sandy. It's gonna be awesome. The boat crew and the dive masters changed the tanks already. All the tanks have changed. We're just waiting for our surface interval. We got like 10 more minutes, and then we'll go find more stuff.
Boys, next time.
Roxy's already in there. You can go if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Going down? Yeah.
Ready? So I'm showing you this clip because you can see it's another sandy, ugly dive site, but every single diver is staring at the ground because they found something. I mean, just feet apart, they're all looking or filming some weird or strange critter that they've never seen before. This little guy is pretty cool. I think it's called a razorfish, and I do see them all over Darwin, but they're usually really shy and you can't film them at all. As soon as you get even close to them, they just dart down head first straight into the sand. They must have really hard heads because, yeah, they just dart straight down. But this guy was pretty cooperative at first. This is a little tiny stonefish. He was just kind of chilling there, really uneventful, not very photogenic, but I wanted to show you because he's kind of cool. And this little box crab, I believe it is a little tiny baby. He was even smaller than that last one. And he was just chilling there. I thought it was a little rock at first, but then he was like wiggling around and stuff. So I definitely had to film this guy and show you just how small they were. At one point, I think I even put my finger next to him just so you could see how big he is compared to my finger. And it's just tiny. I don't even know how I saw him. He was probably moving around at first when I was driving by. This is a cool little cowrie, and I was filming him for a sec, and then right next to it was this even tinier snail. I mean, the eggshell cowrie, this guy right here, he's probably half the size of a BB, so you can just imagine how small that little snail was. These guys are always fascinating, and you can find a lot of varieties of these. They're kind of, I mean, they're hard to find, but you can still find them. You just gotta look out for the right habitat, and they'll be on there. So this guy was on one of those little anchor blocks where there was some stuff growing, and he's been there a while. This is an arrowhead crab, I believe, and my dive masters like to call him Daddy Longlegs. He wasn't the easiest thing to film because there's a bit of surge and stuff going on, and that softcore was flapping in the wind, but it was definitely worth the effort because these guys are so cool, really fascinating to see. It's so weird how many varieties of crab there are. I mean, you remember that little tiny white crab I filmed just a second ago? He was like a little ball. This guy is just the opposite. He's just so long-legged and weird. It's just cool. I love crustaceans, man. They're just so many varieties. This guy just hangs out, clinging to his little coral, catching little sediment and whatever that are flying by in the breeze, and just eating them. And he's got a really good life. I doubt he even has any predators.